Stanno vedendo se possiamo entrare perché a quanto pare è una cosa proprio dell'università e non viene visitato spesso, soprattutto dagli stranieri. Ok, abbiamo visitato anche il museo, bello, piccolino, però bello, offerta libera, non c'ero mai stato nonostante non sia la prima volta che vengo a Angeles. Adesso stiamo andando lì dove c'è la Holy Angel University, cercando di non farci investire, perché a quanto pare anche lì c'è un centro studi barra museo che parla della storia qui del Kapampangan, di questa provincia. Quindi ecco, io qui rischio di essere investito ogni volta che parlo e cammino perché guardo la telecamera ma non guardo in giro. Ok, è questo qua. Dalle 8 di mattina alle 8 di sera, vediamo se ci fanno entrare.
Wait.
Ah, but this is the university.
Maybe we guys.
We can ask to the guard.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, hello?
Ate, pwede kami makapasok?
Saan sila?
Where are we going?
Have the Museum of Study Kapampangan inside the university.
Dalawa lang.
Stanno vedendo se possiamo entrare perché a quanto pare è una cosa proprio dell'università e non viene visitato spesso, soprattutto dagli stranieri. Quindi la guardia sta chiamando e vediamo se ci fanno entrare.
5 minutes later.
Ok, siamo dentro, ci stanno scortando dove c'è il museo e adesso vediamo un po' dove si va. Questo comunque, ecco, non l'avevo mai visto neanch'io. Questo qua è un'università, l'interno di un'università. Bello, dai, che bello. Andavo avanti a studiare anch'io se ero qua all'università piuttosto che in Italia. Che spettacolo. Se vi interessa saperne di più, questo qui è il QR del loro sito. Adesso stiamo entrando, questo qui è il Museo degli Studi Kapampangan. Hello, morning.
I'll give a short, brief explanation about the artifacts. Firstly, just a short background about the museum. The museum, or the Center for Kapampangan Studies, was established at March 2002. And it is to promote and preserve Kapampangan culture. And here, this is the centerpiece of the museum, which is called the retablo, which came from a Latin word of retrotabula, which means behind the altar. There are exactly 23 saints, which represents 20 municipalities and 3 cities of Pampanga. Yeah, and here, this is the silver. This silver lining is called the pukpuk, made by pukpuk makers of Apalit. Just a small fact that it is actually not silver, but it is made out of brass. And moving on, this is called Death Mask. It is the purpose of it is to record the last expression of a great man with Kapampangan roots. And here we have Ninoy Aquino, which was a young journalist which started at the Korean War. And here, FPJ, or Fernando Poe Jr., he was known as a movie actor, or as an actor. And moving on, this is limbun, which is a Kapampangan term for procession. There is exactly 7 different kinds of procession here, which is happening around Pampanga. And an example is Magdarame, which where they pay tributes to Jesus Christ, where they carry cross. Some actually gets crucified, and another is Aguman Sandok. Aguman Sandok is where street men cross dresses as women to pay respects to women, which happens every January, which is. And moving on, this is actually the seasonal exhibit, which is now Felipe Sonsong. Felipe Sonsong is actually under beatification at the moment. Beatification is a process of becoming a saint. And if ever Philip Sonsong is accepted at Vatican City, he will be the first ever Kapampangan saint. And moving on to kiosk, the kiosk was actually provided for the younger generations now. And here there are 9 different kinds of features. First is short videos. The short videos are composed by the center itself. There is actually the 2 award-winning movies that were made by the center, which is Arya and Arya. The next feature is called the Music app. It is actually just like Spotify, but it is filled with Kapampangan music and Kapampangan artists.
Now I understand how it's working.
Yes. And the next one is nursery rhymes, which are traditional nursery rhymes, but it is translated in Kapampangan.
Nursery, you mean music for baby?
Yes,
Okay.
like lullaby. And here, the Kapampangan translator, it is to translate Tagalog and English to Kapampangan words.
Because
But
Kapampangan is different from,
yes,
from Tagalog.
so, and next one is publications. Publications is about the books that are found in our library, John A. Larkin Library. The information with prices, about. And next one is Kulitan Translator. Kulitan Translator is actually a unique form of writing of Kapampangans, which is written vertically.
Okay.
And the next one is the culinaries. The Kapampangan is known as our Pampanga is known as the culinary heartland of the Philippines. If we tap a region, we can see there.
The typical dish for every
Yes.
region.
And moving on to our game, the game is actually where there is a picture that will be shown, and you have to guess what it is in Kapampangan word. And the reservation, if you want to, if ever that you want to watch the movies that was shown earlier, up at the Little Theater, and if you would want to research about Kapampangan books. And moving on, this is the archaeology room where the artifacts here are shown. We can see rocks, potteries that were dug up in the past. And here we can see there is a Chinese bead here and a Chinese coin or Yung Cheng coin. And that just proves that there had been a barter trade that happened between Kapampangan people and the Chinese people. And here we can see this is called Dalantaka, which is a Kapampangan term for canon. Panday Pira made the first ever canon, which is Dalantaka. And here, this is called the timeline. The timeline is divided into 3 parts: the world history, Kapampangan history, and the Philippine history. The purpose of that is to see the differences that different happenings that had happened in a specific timeline. And moving on with this map is called the Lost Territory of Pampanga. And to further explain, this orange part was Pampanga's territory in the past, but they had to let go some of their property because it was very hard to govern. A big governance means bigger taxes. And if we look there, this is the modern map of Pampanga now. This red highlighted part is now Pampanga. It's smaller. But if we can see green highlighted names, Bulacan, Manila, Bataan, Zambales, Tarlac, And that just means that those part have been Pampanga's territory in the past. Yes. And if we look above, at the left side, we can see that there are 4 frames. Those were actually leaves, trees, no? Yeah, tree. And they were the root word for a specific place in Pampanga. An example is Balakat tree, which the name now is Mabalakat. And the next one are actually tourist spots where you can visit everywhere in Pampanga, and we can see that there are a lot of faces upstairs, and that is called 100 Faces of Kapampangan. People took pictures of Kapampangan people from 1900 to 2000s to see the different to see if there are differences of Kapampangan faces. So welcome to the John A. Larkin Library. Just a small background about the library. It is called the John A. Larkin Library to pay tributes for John A. Larkin, which was the first ever author that made a book about Kapampangans. And here we can see that there are crowns here, and those are called the laurel crowns worn by poeta laureado, or the people that speak poetry. And here we can see that there are awards here. These are actually the awards that won the Aryan Arya, the movies that were, yes, that you have watched earlier. And here we can see research books and award-winning books that were made or composed by the center itself.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your explanation. Your
Thank you so
name is?
much. Steven.
Okay, you have any Facebook page, Instagram?
I don't.
No, not your, about the museum or.
The Facebook page of this museum is the Center for Kapampangan Studies po. You can visit it at Facebook. And if you want to visit, you are welcome to visit every time.
Ok, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you too also. Ok, spero che questo tour del museo vi sia piaciuto e adesso vediamo di uscire e di farvi vedere ancora qualche cosa.